Shalom, y'all. This is Larry, WACHS, of the Regular Guys Show in Atlanta, and you are listening to the Hoppe and Super Rich Show. They are f***ing killing it.
Defendant says he's too heavy to face charges. So somebody's too fat to face the charges. At least that's the defense he's using.
That's ridiculous.
This is in Grand Rapids, Michigan, Ryan.
Hey.
The 625-pound, which is totally obese.
That's huge.
Which is
that's
just
like,
morbidly obese,
You're like
man.
a mammoth, man. You're huge.
I wonder how tall he is. I could imagine him being like only 5'5" or something. Just this giant...
He's as wide as Lake Michigan.
Giant ball, just like this giant ball of lard just walking around Grand Rapids.
I was going to say lard.
Yeah. So anyway, the 625-pound defendant in a felony case that has been stalled for 2 years now claims he's too large to come to court, but prosecutors aren't buying it. Jeffrey Klein, he's 44 years old, soon to be dead, I'm sure, faces charges for allegedly calling in a bomb threat to a Cedar Springs mobile home community in 2012.
There's the thing. Celebrities think they can get away with it because they're celebrities. Crazy people think they can get away with it like Ray Rice because they were mad. And now... he thinks he can get away with it because he's fat. It doesn't mean anything. You have a conscience. You
it's
know
like,
what.
Oh, I'm fat. I don't know what I'm doing. Well, you knew what you were doing to get 625 pounds.
Such a good point. Like, you had control then when you ate 4,000 calories of Mickey D's every hour.
Oh, my gosh.
You know what you're doing.
Seriously, that's probably what he did. I think if all three of us tried and tried and tried, I don't think we could get to 625 pounds. I'd probably get close, but I don't think I could get to that much.
Believe in
that's
yourself.
just that's just ridiculous. I mean,
feel
how
like
much
it's
do you have to eat?
gradual over time.
I mean, is he just like throwing up when he eats? Because I mean, he's just eating and eating and eating and throwing up. I mean, 625 pounds. I mean, that's well over half my weight, and it's well over half all of our weights. It's just that's ridiculous. But
literally,
yeah.
you could take everyone's weight here and combine it, and it wouldn't be enough. That's
Right.
how huge you
That's
are.
probably true.
So let's see what else it says in this article about this fatso that called in a bomb threat to a Cedar Springs mobile home community in 2012.
I bet he thinks he can just get away with it. I'm fat. People will feel bad for me, man.
Is he the bomb?
Wow, that was a good pun there. It's sort of like when George Zimmerman gained all that weight during the trial, and people called me crazy on my old show. I said, he's gaining weight because he wants people to feel bad for him. Look at him.
Look at how hard I've gone through. I've stopped caring about everything.
Because when he killed Trayvon, he was skinnier. Then he gained the weight during the case. And once he was found not guilty, he lost all the weight again.
Yeah.
So call me crazy, but these people who are overweight think they can get away with anything because they're fat.
Pretty much.
It's ridiculous.
So anyway, his criminal history means a conviction could send him to prison for more than a decade. So he has had a criminal past. Maybe
I don't know what I'm doing. I'm constipated.
Maybe he ate like a
food.
toddler or something. The case against him has been delayed time and time again because of medical episodes or clients simply failing to show up in court. Now, his attorney says he can't go to court by normal means. His attorney says Klein's weight of about 625 pounds prevents him from appearing before a judge in the building because he has to walk upstairs.
I don't care if you weigh 70 pounds or you weigh 1,000 pounds. If you have to pick him up by a forklift to get him into that courtroom, you figure out a way to get him into court. This is just a guy who thinks his whole life everyone's felt bad for him. Look at me, I'm fat. And they've just let him get by. But I mean, seriously. If you have to literally get a crane or like one of those wrecking balls, like to that Hook in that Miley Cyrus video, and just pound him into court, the wall falls down. It's sort of like in that one Family Guy episode when the Kool-Aid Man bursts into court.
Yeah.
If you have to figure out a way to get him into court, you figure that out. This guy's working the system, man. He's just trying to keep the whole decision of his court date. He wants to keep pushing it back so he can pretend it's not there. You're in trouble, dude. You did a bomb threat by showing up.
So apparently he says he's like housebound pretty much. But a man who looks a lot like Klein was seen driving a distinctive mint green car by his own home twice, appearing to try to avoid the News Channel 8's cameras. Neighbors say the car is in fact Klein's. and its license plate is registered to him. So, yeah, the next step is in the case is unclear, but they'll be keeping an eye on it.
What is his license plate? PTRGF1, like Peter Griffin 1? Or Donut 123? I mean, seriously. Get a membership to X Sport. You live once. You can lose the weight. I used to be 295.
Oh, no.
I did it.
No, he's supposed to be housebound, though.
Get him a weight machine. Get him a treadmill. I know it's going to look ugly for the first year when your fat rolls around the treadmill and that. But, like, lose the weight. I don't feel bad for anyone who goes, I can't do it. Like, I had some inspirational talk with some guy last week. I'm like, if I can do it, anyone can do it. I don't care if you're fat or if you're lazy.
Well, sure, anyone can do it. Yeah, that's
anybody
the whole
can do it.
Although, I mean, this guy's gotten a little out of control. I mean, it'll take a long time for him to even look normal.
You could get your own TV show and TLC if you went from 600 pounds to 120 and muscles. Stop it.
Right.
Ridiculous. All right. You hear that black box in the background? Oh, geez.
Sadly.
It means you got to get up on out of here. All right. Lose the weight, people. If I did it and I was 295, you seen that picture? I had rolls
We all
underwear.
have, yeah.
It was like I was a human sit-up-on.
And we give you a lot of credit for everything you did. We give you a lot of credit for everything you did.
No. This isn't me applauding myself. This is me saying if I can do it, I'm a moron. If I can lose the weight, anybody
We're all
can.
morons.
I'm not even trying to pat myself on the back. I keep it low key. I'm just. Oh yeah, real quick. Pause the music.
Yeah, we still got time.
Oh, I got a rant for you.
A little bit of time.
This reminded me about working out. I got to get this going right now. If you are on social media and you find the need to brag about your working out, or you do Instagram videos or Twitter, then you're doing the workout for the wrong reasons. I used to be that guy. 2011, 2012, when I was fat, I'd be like, going to the gym, going to prove you haters wrong. You saw that post on my video on Facebook.
Yeah.
I'm going to prove you haters wrong. How about you prove yourself wrong? I'm sick of seeing these posts, just had a killer workout, bro. And they tag like 9 of their friends. Can't you ever just work out and keep it low key? Mm-hmm. Or do you need to let everybody know?
Let the results speak for themselves.
You just said it perfectly. Let your muscles, when you wear that tight shirt and you feel so good when you go to that party, let that show off. People will notice that you lose weight when you have less fat in your face. I used to be fat. I don't get why you need to brag about it on social media. Oh, wow, you got those 10 likes. Did it help you lose more weight? No. Second point. I hate the people who go to the gym. One guy once asked me, he was more ripped than me. I'm not even ripped. I'm just saying he was jacked. He's like, hey, man, could you take this Snapchat picture from me real quick? Oh. I literally grabbed his phone and took a Snapchat. He's like, how does it look? I'm like, it's fine. It's a picture of you flexing. There's no wrong with it.
How awkward was it to take that picture?
I just wanted the situation to get over with. It was ridiculous. And the same people who take selfies in the mirror of them flexing, you're doing it for the wrong reasons. Sure, girls might like it, but the same girls that have daddy issues. No respectable girl's going to like it when you're flexing in a mirror. Why can't you just keep it low key? Why do you have to gloat about it?
Right.
Like,
yeah.
Why?
I agree.
Like,
well, and it's just not about, it's just like on social media how a lot of people just brag about a number of things, not just working out. It's a lot of things.
If you're into too much of one thing, then you're crazy. If you like wrestling too much, you're crazy. If you like radio like me, you're crazy. If you like Adult Swim too much, you're crazy. HBO shows crazy. Ryan, what time is it?
It is about 3:55, and Jed
Hoyer.
Hoyer,
we got enough time.
Jed Hoyer addressed the media and said that Javier Baez will not be coming up to replace Bonifacio.
Oh, wow,
Okay.
really?
Wow.
If you like the
All
Cubs
right.
too much, like Risky, you're crazy. If you like whatever you're into too much,
DePaul.
going in the choir in DePaul, you're crazy. You need to separate things. So the people who post too much about working out, get a life. These are the same people. Yeah, they might get any girl they want, but they will live in an average apartment and smoke weed all day and drink. These are the same people that go to the gym because they reek like it. And then you talk to them, and they're like, yeah, man. After I take a few hits in the parking lot with my one-hitter, I do the best workouts. No, you don't. It's a myth. In no way possible do you have the best workouts when you're high. What are you talking about? You're altered. You're not all there. There's no way you have the best workouts. Do you agree with me? It's an excuse.
Maybe
Absolutely.
he thinks he is.
Yeah.
And it's a way to look cool. They want to brag. Look at me. I'm on weed right now, and I can work out. Good for you. Anybody can smoke and work out. You're no different than anybody. Third point, I love the people in the locker room. And I know with this rant, you're surprised. It just came to my mind. It pisses me off. These people, yeah, man, bought 5 bottles of Patron last week, and I got faded as hell. Every girl came around to me, and I took her home. Good for you. If it was that great of a night, it would be in your memory, and you would never have to talk about it to everyone. All the girls that were on you, man, they were 10s. Were they, or were you just so drunk that they look like they're 10s, but they're 5s? Like,
right,
really?
Right.
It's just this new trend where everyone has to brag about everything. I'm like, why?
Well, and that's part of the reason why social media was created. But also, there's a way to just post about things that are on your mind.
Some people might think me bragging about going to Roverfest at 2 p.m. during the first segment was bragging. I'm just talking about what I'm passionate about, and I was humble. And you never saw any posts from me. About to meet my favorite radio show. Stay tuned. No, I released the picture, made it my default picture, and that was it. Like, Ryan, do you ever say, about to go to that DePaul game, let's hope they get a W? Of course you wouldn't post
Not
that.
Not that one, because I'd look like a damn fool. Yeah.
Because they never win.
Maybe some of the non-conference games against, like, UIC or Loyola or something, because they usually beat those teams.
Oh, yeah. Another point I love, all the guys just think they're so cool, flexing, checking out the girls at the gym. Even though the girls that they check out that work at the tanning salon never even look at them. Do you think they appreciate it when you have 7 guys on the machine looking at them?
Right.
No, they don't. You're creepy as hell. I don't care if you're ripped. You're creepy. All right, I had to get that out there, man. It's just... By saying that when we're talking about the fat guy and losing weight and you can do it, you live once, they reminded me. That was like literally, that was one domino knocked down in my head, and it was all spinning in my brain.
But not a Domino's pizza like that guy thinks it is.
All right. Tweet at me if you like the show, at HoppyRadio893, HoppyRadio.com. All my work's on there. I'm not going to brag. Hoppy'sWorld.com. We now have Reverend Bob Levy on there, and some more people coming soon. Ryan's on there. Risky's on there. What's your site, Ryan?
RyanStuppridge.wordpress.com.
Check it out. What else?
And then follow us all on Twitter. I'm at rrisky16.
At Ryan Stuppridge.
What can people find at your website, real quick?
Oh, yeah. I have a bunch. Me and Ryan Hoppe have done over 30 interviews with sport media professionals, including a bunch of Chicago media professionals. You've heard of most of them, I'm sure. So you can check that out under the podcast tab on my website. You can listen to all that and see all that stuff.
Maybe we should try to get Jed Hoyer or Theo Epstein on.
That would be killer.
I'm working on getting DK, from 87.7. I'm working on it. All right.
David Kaplan.
I'm working on it. I didn't say
Really?
it's official. I'm working.
Why don't we get Jerry
I can
Angelo
talk to Paul
while we're
Hoops
at
with
it?
him.
Why don't we get former Bears GM Jerry Angelo while we're at it?
Cue the crickets. Right. This has been the Hoppe and Super Rich Show here on the EdgeOnAir.com. I'm Ryan Hoppe.
I'm Ryan Stuppridge.
And I'm Ryan Risky.
Peace out. We'll let Black Box play us out. We'll be back next week. Bye. And don't shoot each other, please.
The Hoppe and Super Rich Show.
This is an official broadcast of Hoppe Radio. For more info, check out HoppeRadio.com and Hoppy'sWorld.com.